Okay, there's the equation on part C, packet page 7. Center. How do I get the center from there? Center. I'm just making sure we can do all the basics here before I go on to today's. I just changed the signs of what's inside the parentheses, so hopefully you guys have -2, 3. Major axes, is it going to be horizontal or vertical, and how do we know? Horizontal, because this is over 1, so the bigger denominator is 16, and it's over x, which means it's going to be horizontal. Now, here's where I got to make sure you're solid with. If that's a 16, how long is the major axis? Because it's not 4. It's times 2, 8. What about the minor axes? Not 1, but I got to multiply it by 2, so it's going to be 2 units long. We good there? Okay, fine. Now you should be able to graph it now. Okay, you don't need the foci to graph it. You should be able to graph it, no problem. Graph the center. Go 4 in each direction on the x-axis. So here you go. I'll do it just to make sure we're all set. -2, 1, 2, 3. And then I go 4 to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I go up 1, down 1. Up 1, down 1. Graph that sucker in. There's your ellipse. Okay, there it is. Any issues there? Okay. Foci now. They're always on the major axis, so they always should be along the x-axis here. All right, same distance away from the center. Here's what we do to find that distance. A squared minus b squared equals c squared. Guys, where's a squared and b squared? Where can I find that pretty quickly? On the equation. So 16, you don't need to square it. It's already squared. -1 equals c squared. And then you have 15 equals c squared. What'd that come out to be? 3.9, I'm going to guess. 8? Okay. It's 3.8. So here you go. From the center, you're going to take a look. This might be tough for you. 3.8 to the left, 3.8 to the right. Okay? So if I go 3.8 to the right, I'm still going to have 3 as the y coordinate. Was that 1.8, comma 3? And then you go 3.8 to the left. Declan, what's up? This one here? I'm going to tell you today, I may give you the point, and you got to come up with the equation. So you got to know what it does, which is it's always on the major axes, and it's always equal distance away from the center. Because I'm going to give you a problem today that says, here are the foci, now give me the equation, instead of giving you the equation and finding it. And then going backwards, what do we have? -2 minus 3.8, which is what, -5.8? Everyone all good there? Questions? Because you're going to do one on your own right now. And I got to walk around making sure you're solid. Anything here you want to ask? Can you find the center, the lengths of the major and the minor axes, and can you find the foci and graph it if you need to? We're all good. Okay, I'm going to come around. First part of today's notes. Here we go. Go to day 3 right now. Day 3. And you guys are on number 1. On your own, working with people around you, doesn't matter to me, but that's what we're working on right now, 1A. Same thing you just did, I did up here. Find the center, find the lengths of the minor and the major, graph it, and find the foci. We'll see if we can come up with the same thing. Hopefully the 28 doesn't bother you. You still take the square root of it and multiply it by 2. Check the work here when you're done. I'll go over anything you need to. Here's everything you needed to find. I got to make sure we're solid because I'm going to throw a couple different tricks at you here today. Everyone good on the basics? Center, major, minor, foci. Ask now. Foci? Okay, you got to find the distance it is away from the center first, and you use a squared minus b squared equals c squared, right? These just come directly from the denominators. You don't square them. So 64 minus 28, I think that's 36, right? Okay, so the distance is 6. So from the center, and remember the foci are always located on the major axes. So I'm going to go up and down here. So from 5, -1, I'm going to go up 6, and I'll get to 5, 5. And from 5, -1, I'm going to go down 6, and I'll be at 5, -7. Okay, it's always on the major axes, always on the major axes. Anything else here? Because I think really you guys could teach me how to do this today. As long as you're solid on these. All set? Okay. Write the equation. All right, write the equation. So starting off, you know something, you're going to have your two fractions added together equal to 1. Okay, there's the start of the equation. I'll give you guys a second, graph the vertices and the co-vertices, and I'll talk about what those actually are here in a second. So just get a graph of them right now. Got the 4 points almost graphed? Here's what each of them mean. Here, ready? The vertices, 6, -8, and 6, 4, those are the endpoints of your major axes. So if you connect them, that's your major axes. The co-vertices are the endpoints for the minor axes. So right now, you have your ellipse drawn right now. With the co-vertices and the vertices, you have your ellipse drawn. Okay? These are the endpoints of the major, and these are the co-vertices are the endpoints of the minor. What am I going to plug in here? What do I need to know to plug in the top? Center. You guys, what do you think? I don't have to show you this because most of you will guess and you'll be correct. How do you think I get the center? Go halfway. Either halfway between the vertices or halfway between the co-vertices. You're going to get to the same point. So everyone find that point that's halfway between either set of points. Find the point that's halfway. Find the center. What do you got? 6, -2. So what's going to go in my equation now? Be careful. X minus 6. Perfect. All squared. Don't forget to square it. And then over here, y plus 2 all squared. Okay, how do you get the denominators then? How am I going to get the denominators? Okay, let's think about this. Ready? Let's go major axis first. Am I going to put this number under the x or the y for the major? Under which one, the y or the x? The y. Okay, everyone count it up. What's the distance? What's the distance of the major axes here? I got a 12. Okay, now what do I do with it? Because I don't put 12 here. I mean, over here, excuse me. I don't put 12 here. What do I do with that 12? Talk to me. Okay, divided by 2, which gives me 6. And then what do I do with that? I still don't put a 6 here. Okay. There it is. You guys got this. I don't have to show you anything. Try to figure out the denominator under the x now. Go with the minor axis. What number are you going to, I don't even want to know distance or anything. What number are you going to put under the x? 36. This distance is what, 6? Cut it in half, because I need this distance squared here, half that distance. So I'm going to put 9 spot. There you go. We okay there? Didn't have to show you. I didn't do much there, guys. That was all on you. Didn't do much at all. All right, go ahead. Let's graph this one now. I gave you the center now and one vertex and one co-vertex. Let's see if we can do this. I got faith in you. Just make sure you know which one's which. If you want to label them a C, a Z, a V, a CV for co-vertex, it's up to you. However you want to remember it. All right, give me the top. Give me the top of your equation. We don't have to do a darn thing here. I gave it to you. What's going on the top? X minus 3 all squared. And then over here, y plus 4 all squared. All right, do a darn thing. All right, you ready? First, let's figure out where's the major axis. Is it horizontal or vertical? Okay, how'd you guys get horizontal? Vertex, right? The vertex, which is the endpoint of the major one, is 8, -4. So the other one's got to be somewhere over here. So it's horizontal. So we'll go with the x. Can you guys find me that number? How long? Ready? First of all, let's do this. How long is the major axis? How long? How you guys getting 10 here? Where's this number coming from? You're correct, but so you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which means I also go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. So it's 10. So what number is going to get put here then? 25, 5 squared. And then what about under the y? I got 1, 2, so that means I'll go 2 the other way. The minor will be how long? 4 units. So what are you putting under 4? And then that's just pure coincidence, all right? Again, I divided it by 2 and squared it. You get 4. All right. And make sure it's always equal to 1. Anything else here? Not too bad if you know what's going on and you know what all the parts are, right? All right, let's see if I can get you now. Let's see if I can get you now. Now I'm going to throw a focus in there now. So I'll give you guys a second. Go ahead and graph it. This one's going to be a little tougher. Yeah, Matt. So, for the one before this, yep. Yep. So the whole thing is 10 for the horizontal line? Did I even need to find 10? No, I could have just counted from the center to one of them and then squared it. Okay. And then for the next one, it's 2 squared again. Yep. Mm-hmm. All right, let's talk, guys. So something plus something equals 1. Let's do the center right now, right? Let's get it done. Negative, so x plus 5 squared, y plus 2 squared. Whew, all right, here we go. Gonna need a little help. You should be able to find one of the denominators. I gave you the co-vertex, which is on the minor axes, right? The co-vertex is on the minor. It's one of the endpoints. So how far? So there's, let's see, there's 1, 2, they're 3 away from the center. So I go 3 away on the other. How long is the minor? 6. So what's one of my denominators going to be? 9. Where is it though? Under the X or the Y? Okay, ready? Co-vertex is one of the endpoints on the minor axes. It's 3 units away from the center, so the other point's going to be 3 units in the other direction, which makes a total of 6 units. What do you got, Matt? You waiting for the other one? Are we good? Because this other one's a little complicated. Everyone good on the minor? Now we got to go for the major, which we don't know a vertex. I have no idea where it's going to be. But ready? Somebody tell me right now, what's the distance between the center and the focus? That was what? 4 units. That used to be my C value. And A squared minus B squared equals C squared. Everyone agree? Okay, ready? A squared plus B plus, son of a gun. One job. A squared minus B squared equals C squared. Ready, guys? Watch the magic now. What's the distance between the center and the focus? 4 squared. You got another value for me I can plug on that left side? You just found it, 9. Is that the smaller or the bigger one, though? Smaller one, so it should be A squared minus 9. Remember, do I square the 9? Oh, yeah, this is getting crazy now. No, I don't. I do not. Do you guys find A squared now? Or just, yeah, the value of A squared. You got 16, add over the 9. What are you looking at? You can take the square root of that if you want, but the number you plug in should be A squared, which is 25. Ooh, a little tricky there. Good thing we got one last one to do together. Everyone good where the 4 came from and why I'm not squaring the 9? Because remember, I just put the number there. It's already squared. Ask away here, anything before we get to this next one. Do I want to see you do this one on your own? Yeah, oh, sorry. Yeah, there was a question. I don't know, did it say to? Didn't say to graph it, so this is just for you guys to use. All right, last one, kids. Here we go. Now I'll give you both foci and a co-vertex. We got this. Where's the center going to be? I didn't give it to you, but you can find it. Halfway between your foci. Yeah, they're halfway between the foci. They're halfway between a vertex or the co-vertex. So go ahead, go halfway. What's your center? 2, 8. All right, what do you want me to plug into the equation then? X minus 2 all squared and y minus 8 all squared. All right. So let's see, center right here. Can you guys please find me one denominator and tell me where it goes? Without doing a squared minus b squared yet. Find me one denominator and tell me where it goes. Anybody got a denominator? 4, right? Because, hey, from the center to the co-vertex is 2, square it, you get 4. Is it going to go under the x or the y? Look where it is, x or the y. And now ready to find the last one. A squared minus 4. Now C is, again, the distance from the center to one of the foci. It's going to be, let's see, ready? You can count it with me. Count it yourself. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 squared. My biggest thing is understanding why this 4 is not squared versus this one. Because this 4 here is just the C value. I got to square it to plug it in. And what's that A squared value now? You got 16. Move the 4 over. 20. Good. Nice job. You're here or not tomorrow, you still owe it. All right, and I'm going to be checking both tomorrow. So if you haven't done the other assignment, it might be a good time to get it started. And thank you for, I know I got a good note yesterday, so thank you.